What's going on, guys? Tony here, CCxRC, and you guys are getting it like it is. It's a little bit of a mess in here. Things are messy right now. Got a lot of projects going on all at one time. I've got ECX Brutus needs a new spur gear, and new drive shafts are going on. The Son of a Digger Slash Jake Concepts monster build there. But in front of me, I was at Hobbytown today, and I took this over there, and we were running it myself, and I was letting Mike Dayton run it as well, and it cut out on me again, guys. So like I was saying, that 3 to 5 minute window, when I've been going all out with it, it's cutting out on me, and it's hitting the thermal shutdown is really what it's coming down to. It's happened enough times. It felt really hot today. So I picked up this dual fan here, the heat sink that goes on the motor can for 1/8 scale. It's a Yeah Racing part number YA0261BK. And so we're gonna be putting a dual fan on this thing with the aluminum heat sink right in here. But check out all that dirt and that rubber that we were laying down today. That's mainly why, guys, since I've been bashing with it. It says don't just bash, blast. Well, we were doing both. We were blasting with this thing full throttle, donuts, all of the above, and it just, that much power without a brake is kind of overheating it. It's also very humid here in Virginia right now, and that doesn't help. So hot, humid, and then not laying off the throttle. So this is going to help a little bit. We'll see how much it helps overall, but I also just have to be better about not wanting to smoke the tires. So not all the time, at least. Anyway, we're going to get this in here, give it a little go, and we'll show you guys what we got going on. So we're going to go ahead and just try and get this thing mounted on here as easily as we can, kind of finding where it's going to fit best. Go ahead and open it up. They had already opened it at the store just to verify that it was going to fit. So they put it on the Infraction that they have on display. So you get this aluminum heat sink right here, the Yeah Racing logo on it. But we're just going to go ahead and slip it on from the side here. Go ahead and get out one of the fans here and the directions and see what they're saying. Seems pretty straightforward. Here's the back of the heat sink that will go on it. I should put that on first. But I was just testing where we were going to put this on. So I think this will just slide. If not, we'll go from the top here and slide it around like so. And hopefully we'll be able to make that work without removing it. I don't know that we're going to. One other thing I can try, see if we can't squeeze it in from the side here. Get it back behind. If it'll push around here or not. Feels like it wants to go. It's so close. Just have to get it right around this brace. I think we'd be golden. Ah, there it goes. All right, I think we can work it. Need a driver in here and try and pry it out a little bit here. Wedge it under the motor a little bit. There it goes. Little lift on the motor. Now we've got it. So we're going to put it this way so we can see the Yeah Racing. They show it with the screw holes toward the pinion side. I don't know if that's going to matter or not. I don't think it will, so we're going to just go for it. So then we just use the 2 small middle screws here. All right, so we do need to put a little bit of blue Loctite on here, blue thread locker. And I just put a whole dab down my finger. So we'll try and get that on several screws here before, while I have it on my fingers. Try and get it on the next 3 or 4. All right, so it's gonna take a 2mm hex wrench here. We've got the thread locker on because we're going from a metal part into a metal part, and so we need to thread lock them together. It's going to be a little bit tricky to get it around this here and lined up. So we're going to have to use a few tools just to kind of line up as best we can. Feels like it bit. Got lucky. Should be easier to line this one up. So I'm leaving it a little bit loose so that I can still kind of evenly cinch it together here. It actually feels pretty good. And the last one. All right, that feels real good. All right, so the next step is going to be adding the fans on. So their option that they're showing right now is to go here or do the same thing but put these spacers behind it, and they're only putting 2 screws in it. So I think I'm going to opt to put it right down on it. But these are vibrating, rotating parts, so I definitely want to have it locked, this screw locked in there. All right, so there are the 2 fans installed, and the next thing I would have to do is get a jumper for these little JST connectors. We'll get them wired up here and then powered in through the ESC area back on the other side. So that's the plan. I don't have that I don't have a jumper for these at the moment, so I didn't realize that it did not come with that, which means I've got to go back to the store to get another another cable. All right, so that's a quick look, guys. We're trying to get the motor temps down a little bit in here, and hopefully this is going to do it. Got the aluminum heat sink as well as the dual fans on here, so hopefully we'll keep it cool. If you've got any suggestions for me with this, please leave them in the comments below. We are having a blast with it. Still trying to figure out. I'm not a speed guy at all, so all of this is new to me. Never really run into temp issues with any of my cars, but I don't usually hammer it like I have been with this. So we do have the new Venom packs in here, cut down the Velcro, which is awesome now, fits much better. But we've got these new Venom packs in here, 10,500 milliamp hour 50C batteries, gives us a total of 6S power. So these are going to be awesome in here. And again, I love these trays that they've got. The way that they've done it is fantastic. Makes it real easy to get the car's batteries and power all strapped in here. I like to kind of overlap them a little bit like that, and I might have cut them a little short, but I get tired of all of the excess, so you know, I have to run them through the plastic now and again when I'm cinching it down, but it definitely makes it a little bit cleaner when it is. And so hopefully with these big old batteries we'll get some good run times, and yeah, we won't know until we get these on, because we keep hitting that limit with the thermal cutoff, and just getting too much heat running here, even on the smaller pinion gear that came with it. So a lot of playing, guys. That's what this hobby is all about, is just getting out there, experimenting, trying to get things dialed in, and that's half the fun. If you don't like to do that, you should learn, because it's a lot of fun. And it's something I had to learn because I just wanted to drive all the time. And you know, the more that you get in here and you start working on them, the more fun you realize it is, as you're trying to, you know, make these cars do even more and perform better. So again, thanks for tuning in. As always, guys, have fun RCing. We'll catch you next time. All right, guys, one quick tip before we go. If you lose the screws that hold the air splitter on here, these flathead big headed screws on here, I lost 2 on the oval track when we ran into the wall a couple times, and I really wanted to get that button back up because this was flapping around, and it actually is a little bit bent right there from the impacts, but I don't think it's really making a difference. Once I put these screws in, it kind of pulled it back together. Anyway, I went in and asked about them, and they didn't have any ARRMA ones or anything like that, but they did have, I won't say the name, but I'll give you the number. It's a part 3931 here, and so it's a 6-pack of them. Worked perfect, fit right in there. I think these are motor mounts for Traxxas vehicles. I'll say the name, I was just playing, but you guys know I run everything. I like all RCs. If they are fun and they get people into the hobby, I'm for it. So anyway, the Traxxas 3931 flathead screws, 3 by 8 millimeter, fit in here perfectly. It's almost an identical fit. So if you have to go that route, if that's all that they have at your hobby shop, or you don't know what other screws to ask for at the time, that'll fit in there for you guys. Anyway, that's a quick tip. Have fun RCing, guys. We'll catch you next time.